artist would do something like that. And she grabbed me by the neck and looked me in the eye and says in no uncertain terms, "Yes, you can. If you want to do that, you can." And I thought, "You really think that I can do that, Mom?" And then what she had done, planted the seed of motivation, something that you thought you could barely accomplish that was really, really exciting. And then the key to success, once that's done, is manage the motivation. Whether it's yourself, whether it's the people around you, or whether it's the people that come and volunteer to help you succeed that. If you stay focused and manage the motivation over a number of years. Hey Dick, hey Dickie, how's your homework tonight? Now I'm going to go out and play with my friends. She'd grab me and say, remember that airplane down there with that guy with the G-suit on? And I say, yeah, I remember that. Okay, I'll do my homework. And so what she did, she managed the motivation. And that was the kind of thing that was instilled in both of us. The guts to try, never give up, aim high. And what you can accomplish, again, is only limited by what you can dream. Exciting goal, manage the motivation. We went out and we worked for 18 months. Gene and I spent all of our money. And since this is going to be a multi-million-dollar project, we had to go and find somebody that had a whole bunch of money, and they would give us all this money, and we would spend it, hire people and stuff, and build this great airplane and fly it around the world. Now, if you have a nice house in your lawn, right? Beautiful lawn out there, and you look down and you don't have enough money to hire somebody to mow it, guess who gets to mow it? You get to mow it yourself. So we talked to a lot of people on just about everything that airplane was made from. From Walt Jones, was a carbon fiber salesman for Hercules. And he got thrown out of the boss's office about a half a dozen times. Finally, the boss of Hercules says, "Walt, I'm sorry I'm throwing you out of my office. We're going ahead and do it." And up until that time, we started building the Voyager with Walt Jones's salesman samples. Everything we needed for this thing was the very best. It had to be, the spars had to be done in an autoclave, 20% stronger for the same weight. We had to be vacuum bag cured in an oven for Nomex paper honeycomb cores. Really some high-tech stuff. We were in the world of extremely high-tech. We call it shade tree high-tech. As an example, we went up there to build the spars, and Bert gave us all the dimensions. And I went up to Hercules, they decided that they would build it, and I gave them the drawings, and they looked at it and they said, "Dick, it'll take $40,000 and take us about 6 weeks to build the tooling." And boy, I was dejected. I called Bert up, and Bert says, "What?" He says, "Yeah, no fine way. Here what you do." He says, "Go down to the iron and steel foundry works, you know, where they make big, huge steel pilings to build great big buildings and stuff." He says, "Go down there and find a big C-channel that's so wide, and hold it up and side down and make sure it's really straight. And then get some angle iron." And then he showed me how to do it. So what we did, we took the angle iron, went back to some guy's house that we were going to borrow his garage because he had a welder and a grinder and stuff. We pulled that stuff in on a borrowed trailer, and in about 2 days, we had built tooling to make the spars on it. And that is just really typical of a lot of things that happen. Bert was really clever and innovative about a lot of things. And I had to go out and I had to find a lot of materials. You know, like engines and propellers and $250,000 worth of avionics, and a big place to house an airplane bigger than a 737. Cockpit smaller, with one bathroom, the 737. But man, we were off on this grand adventure.